I,
Yes, what an excellent performance considering the players you had missing. How good was that performance by Everton today?
yeah, I think so. I think it was great because we have some players that they are not playing with us these games, and then what means that also that the other players are playing too many minutes, and then you could see a little bit tired, some of them at the end. But I think overall it was a great performance. The team was doing really well in defense, playing good counter-attack. We had the chances that we wanted, and it was a pity because we can be happy with 1 point, but could be even better.
Yeah, sure. I mean, how good was the Townsend goal, and should Tom Davies have shot rather than try to pass to Yerry Mina for that disallowed goal?
The goal that Townsend scored was great. I think the play in the final third was very good for everyone. And in terms of the chance of Davies, I think that he saw the position of Yerry and he thought that was much better than his position. That's it. You cannot blame a player for making these kind of decisions. If he has no anyone and he's looking for someone, you could say, okay, he didn't want to score or he was a little bit scared, but it's not the case. I think you cannot blame him. He was in the right position at the right time. He thought that Yerry was in a better position, and that's it. Was unlucky that was for some centimeters, it was offside.
And just on the Man United team selection today, they made 5 changes and left out Cristiano Ronaldo. How surprised were you by Ronaldo being on the bench, and did it help you?
We more or less we knew before that could be something like that, but honestly, if they change 5 players, I don't see a big difference. I think that they have a very good team on the pitch at the beginning.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll go to James Ducker, please.
Hi, Rafa.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a bit about Demarai Gray? Obviously, you didn't have a lot of money to spend in the summer, and you brought him and Andros in, and his movement and his all-round play today was so intelligent. You must be delighted with how he started.
Yeah, today I think I can praise every single player on the pitch, but I think that the 4 offensive players, Gordon, that was not easy for him to play in this stadium, but Gray, Rondon and Townsend, they were working really hard because it's not just they have to create something in attack, they have to help the team in defense and with the fullbacks going forward all the time. So I think that the team as a team was working as a unit, but especially the people up front, they were helping a lot in defense and also trying to make the difference in attack.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Ian Whittle, please.
Hi, Rafa. Ollie's just been talking about how susceptible United looked on the counter-attack. Obviously, that's where your goal came from. And I think he said United had some problems in midweek with that. Was the counter-attack a sort of a tactic you especially identified that you could catch United out on today?
Yeah, it depends on your players. I mean, it depends on the opposition. So you cannot come here with our team to keep the possession and then try to attack all the time. You have to try to defend well and play counter-attack because they have so many good players that they will keep the ball and they will pass the ball and they will be a threat. So for us, that was the game plan, to be sure that we were strong in defense and we could play good counter-attack, not because they were vulnerable or something, it's because it's the way when you play against a top side with so many good players.
Greg O'Keefe, please.
Hi, Rafa. Your teams will have scored lots of counter-attacking goals during your career, but does that rank up there with the best of them?
Yeah, maybe it's one of the best, but hopefully we'll see some of them even better. No, that means that we are learning how to do it, and we were talking about how to do it. We practice sometimes, but it depends on the quality of the players, and they did well. So, but what I say before depends on the other team. If you can keep the ball and control the game, it's fine. But if you cannot, then you have to try to do your best in the counter-attack.
I know you've already been asked about Demarai Gray there, but before he joined, we were aware of his qualities, sort of in attack with his pace. But did you see aggression and strength from him to keep the ball under pressure at the start of that move?
Yeah, I think he's improving on that. So he's a player that everybody could see his quality. It's just to know his mentality and the way that he can improve the approach of the games. And he's improving every day. So he realized what he has to do, and then he's doing that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dave McDonald, please. Dave, are you there? Rob Draper, please.
Hi, Rafa.
Hello.
About a quarter of the way through the season now, with the international break coming up, and hopefully with Charlison and Dominic, obviously will come back at some stage. Are you more or less happy with how you started, and do you think you could sustain something close to top 6, top 7 as the season goes on?
Really pleased with the team, with the effort of the players, missing some important players, and still we are performing. So what means that? Means that for me, the target is exactly the same. So I'm happy with that, but the target has to be the next game against West Ham. Hopefully we can bring back some players, but be sure that we keep the same mentality, the same commitment, the same intensity. And then after we go little by little progressing during the season, we will see where we are. But for me, it's just one game at a time. The next one, West Ham, is just the target.
Jim Conlon.
Hi, Rafa. Rafa, just on relation to Solomon Rondon's performance there today, holding up the line, linking the play, and his work rate off the ball, obviously filling the shoes of Calvin Lewin are big shoes to fill, but you seem to trust the player in terms of that.
Yeah, I think he did today a great game. So he was fighting with the defenders, holding the ball, heading the ball. And I think it was a key part in the attack and in the counter attack. So when you have someone that keep the two centre backs busy, it means that he gives more time to our wings to play the way that they wanted to play. So I think today, Salomon and the offensive players, they did a great job in attack and also in defence for the team.
Any further questions? If you'd like to raise your hand now, please. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.